The legal battle between the EFF and SANEF continues today in the Equality Court, sitting in the Pretoria High Court. The EFF has asked the court to throw the matter brought against it by SANEF. The EFF says the media body is not entitled to bring the matter of hate. Now, joining us live now from Pretoria is our reporter Sindisiwe Twala. Sindisiwe, very good morning to you. The EFF wants this matter done and dusted. And of course, we know that during the heads of argument, Advocate Themba Ncukaitobi, representing the EFF, was speaking a lot about the EFF leader's comments not to be taken literally, and that SANEF is perhaps misrepresenting his comments. Talk us through what happened yesterday and what we can expect today.
His opening arguments were that SANEF is not empowered to bring this matter before this court, citing that SANEF's council, which is the second highest decision-making instrument within SANEF, is the one that took the decision to litigate, citing that according to the constitution that brought SANEF into being, it being a juristic body, as the entire forum should have an AGM or annual general meeting and make a resolution to litigate technicalities in that. But also another thing that they mentioned was that the Equality Court might not have even been the perfect court for this matter to be heard, citing that the issue at play, they never mentioned anything that warrants it to be heard in the Equality Court, citing that occupation is not equivalent to race, as well as other things. So those are the opening arguments of the EFF yesterday towards the latter part of the day. What we can expect today is a proper ventilation as to why they feel that this matter should be thrown out of court because of SANEF and various other reasons. Towards the end of the day, he also mentioned that in terms of occupational issues, those should not warrant the court deciding in favor of the journalists, saying that it will open a can of worms if journalists are accorded the special protection by the EFF and other. It will set a bad precedent, possibly having other occupations like politicians and the like, saying that they cannot be talked to in a particular manner, coming to court as well as others. So those are one of the things we can expect today. Also, we can expect responses from SANEF after those statements were made that they were not empowered. Advocate Berger might come to the stand and say that this is not quite true. We know that SANEF has litigated in the past in the BLF matter and various others by council resolutions.
Cindy, we also know that the EFF is arguing that the journalists before this matter are not journalists. They're in fact politicians who are now trying to argue for media freedom. How did that resonate?
That particular statement emanates from the Twitter spat that we've been seeing between those particular journalists and that of the EFF, as well as the EFF trolls, as people call it, or people who support the movement. Not necessarily that we know for a fact that they are accredited EFF members or have memberships and the likes, but there seems to have been a hostile environment for the journalists in question who have brought the matter before court, as well as the EFF. So yesterday, speaking to Mbuyiseni Ndlozi, who was saying these people are politicians and we're going to deal with them the way we've dealt with the former president Jacob Zuma. We're going to deal with them the way we deal with Pravin Gordhan currently and the way we deal with the president. So they're saying they cannot be protected because of how they, in Mbuyiseni's words, marshal thoughts forward.